All right, today I want to talk about something that I've mentioned briefly a couple times. I just never made a video on it, and I'm pretty sure we can all relate to this. Where, especially people in my generation, Gen Z, where you feel like your body, obviously you're getting older, but your mind is not. You're like you got like the mindset of like a 12-year-old. You know, that's where I feel like I'm at right now. I overheard a conversation with my parents. The other day over the phone, and they said that I had the mind of a 10-year-old, that I was a baby, and that they failed me, and I can't get mad at that because like it's true. My friends, before they stopped talking to me last month, they basically sat me down and said, bro, just work on yourself. Then maybe in a year's time we'll consider talking to you again, but it's over. I already know it's over. Like, I want to give this analogy to like anybody with the whole mental maturation. And I always get like gaslighted for that shit. Like, oh, bro, you're immature, bro. It's like, you can't mentally mature overnight. It's going to take time. Everything takes time. It's not like, oh, all of a sudden, like, oh, I'm this mature man. It's like, no, it's going to take time. If it's even possible. I think I'm a lost cause at this point. But anyway, the analogy I was going to make, let's say we're back in 2012. Black Ops 2 just came out, and you want to join this team. You're kind of good at the game, but you're not. You kind of are falling back a little bit. Like, AKA resembling the mental maturity. You're falling back a little bit. You're not too good, and you want to join this team where these people, they're pretty good, and they tell you like, oh man, you just gotta practice, put in work, bro. Practice over and over, practice, and that's what you do. You have a goal. You set the goal. You're grinding every night to try and get good enough to join this competitive team. On Call of Duty, and when you grind so hard, you put in 110% work, you finally grind, and then you go to the people, you say, hey, I'm ready now, I'm fucking amazing at this game, I got this shit, and then guess what they're gonna say? Oh, bro, BO2, fuck that garbage game, we're on Black Ops 3 now, bro, BO2's irrelevant, bro, and then you get on BO3, oh, bro, you're garbage, and you gotta start back from square one. It's like everyone is a step, I even noticed that like with my own friends, they're all a step ahead of me. And then when I finally get to where they're at, they're on another fucking, like, I always notice that shit. The whole late bloomer shit, nobody wants to be a late bloomer. If you genuinely sit there and ask someone, like, oh, bro, do you want to have your first kiss and start your life at 30 years old? Fuck that. Oh, 40 years old, do you want to start your life? It's like, it's fucking, like, too late. Everyone is so many steps ahead of you. By the time, it's like a slow progression. Everyone is so much more like advanced, and they keep moving up, while you're slowly moving up. Like, that's the way I like to see it. So when going back to the analogy, they're all on Black Ops 3, you grind your ass off to try and get to, join the team, and then you're like, oh, guys, I'm ready now. I grinded my ass off on Black Ops 3, I'm so good. Then they're like, bro, what the fuck are you talking about? Fuck that game. We're on BO4 now. And then it just keeps repeating, I want to say, like, I gave it so much, like, guys, it's actually fucking mind-blowing how much I gave it my all, like, these past, like, 3 years, especially last year, how fucking tremendously hard I tried, like, especially, like, last year, I tried so hard to, social max, to make friends, talk to people and shit, expand my social circle, get into a relationship especially, all for it to just literally fucking fail so bad. Like, I fucked up so bad, somewhere. Like, I gave it like 100 and fucking billion%, putting in like all this fucking work to try and, make connections in college, do all this fucking shit, and I literally, guys, I failed so fucking bad that at this moment I am making this video, I have no friends, no job, and I sit in my house all day. That's what happened. There was a point where, I had friends, I hung out with them every now and then. I was in college, talking to people and shit, trying to make connections, asking girls out. Now there's none of that shit. These past few months, there's fucking none of that, I just fucking flopped. Like, I really fucking flopped. And it's like, it's kind of over now, like, especially that I have no social circle. And oh yeah, here's the thing too. I was in the Jacked and Stacked Discord server. if you don't know who that guy is, another black pill YouTuber. But someone posted there. It was like it was like an image of like Google searches for the term looks max, and all the way up until like 2020, it's like kind of, it's like up and down a little bit. All of a sudden, 2021, 2022, that shit just fucking skyrocketed. It's like nobody addresses this fucking problem at all. And I think I know why. It's because you don't fucking hear from people like me. Like, seriously, like I said, at this moment, who the fuck is gonna hear from me? I'm literally in my house doing fucking nothing. Seriously, who gives a shit about me? Nobody. Nobody gives a fuck about me, especially now that I have like pretty much nothing. It's like you don't hear from people like me, so this issue doesn't get addressed at all, and we just nobody fucking gives a shit. I mean, it's sad, but like whatever. At least we have the internet. That's why, like, I don't know, you could fucking like talk about this shit, but yeah, man, like no one like cares about people like me, man. And as far as like the whole like maturing mentally, mentally maturing, I just don't see that fucking shit happening. If you've been in like a state of mind like this, like isolated for so long, just like trying your ass off to like change things, and it doesn't work, like trying to, cause like I was like so, I don't know how to like describe it, especially when I was like 18. When I was like 18 years old, like I really tried to like, quote unquote, like break out of my comfort zone, whatever, and, meet people, and it just fucking failed so bad, and I'd still spend the summers pretty much alone, like nothing, now that I look at it, it didn't even matter what I did. I was literally just, I guess, meant to be fucking alone, like at this point, and yeah, just like, I'm just fucking isolated all the time, so maybe that's why, I don't know, fucking playing video games all the time, but it's not like I had a choice with that fucking shit either, like, what else am I gonna do, just like, still flopping with social interactions? There's only one thing you can really do. What was my option? Stare at a fucking wall, or play video games? I chose video games. It's not like anyone was knocking at my door. It's not like anyone was accepting me to knock at their door, so I just fucking played video games, And here we are, fucked up. And, yeah, it's crazy, man, but that's pretty much it. How many of you guys fucking feel like that, where your mental, maturity is just, like, fucking gone? Like, it's not like you haven't matured at all. But yeah, that's pretty much it.